going to perform. Let's give a round of applause for Machado on the game.
Hello, everyone. Hopefully you're doing all right today. Welcome to my birthday bash. It's my birthday. I'm Machado. I don't know how else to start this, so that's what I'm going to say. That was a song I wrote in college about Alice in Wonderland called Through the Looking Glass. Or about Through the Looking Glass, the Lewis Carroll's book. We're just going to play more music for you. I do want you to give a round of applause to this ensemble. So first, give it up for Andrew Jones on bass. That's David Barry over there on piano. And please give a warm welcome to Seattle guitarist Lucas Winter. He came all the way from Seattle for this show. Lucas is actually working on this insane album of music featuring prolific bassist Kim Cass and a wonderful pianist Gus Carnes from Seattle as well. And he has tasked me to learn this crazy music, so I tasked him to learn some of my crazy music. So definitely keep a lookout for Lucas's album when it drops. I'm not sure when that's going to be. Sometime this year. Words on the street. We're going to keep moving on. This next song is a tribute to the late, great Wayne Shorter. Passed away last week, maybe the week before. Yeah, you can give it up for him. One of my favorite composers, a lovely man, powerful spirit, all that. Super influential for me even before, when I played saxophone especially, but also, well, I still play saxophone, but when I only played saxophone. This piece is called Kidogo, which just means a little in Swahili, as in, here's a little song I wrote for Wayne Shorter. All right, that was Kidogo for Wayne Shorter. I'm gonna continue. Last set I did a song that was video game influenced. This time I'm gonna do a song that's video game influenced, not really influenced by a specific game, just by a thing that you can do in video games, which is when you're playing a game where you have a gun. That's a great way to start a sentence for song. When you're playing a game with a gun, a video game, and you move while keeping your hips in the same position, right, and moving your legs, it's called strafing. So this song's called Strafe. I don't even know why I wrote it that way. It just reminded me of that kind of movement. I don't even play shooting games, but I just remember the visual of that. It's been around for like 30 years. But anyways, here's Strafe. The song's also, by the way, a lot of this music's really, really hard. What? That's true. He said, I haven't even been around for 30 years. This is my 29th birthday today, so. But I've played games that are 30 years old or plus. I was going to say, this music is incredibly difficult, and I'm really appreciative of this band for learning and putting this stuff together. It's like, yeah, give it up for them. A lot of this music was written using my voice or just using like a MIDI keyboard, but not a full piano. So all the ideas are really unintuitive. So it's been cool to hear them play this music like it makes sense. So with that being said, here's Strafe. So I make lo-fi beats as well, as this like weird, wacky jazz stuff. And a lot of times I take the chord progressions for my lo-fi beats, which are not very lo-fi and chill. They're very unusual for lo-fi. And I just expand them into regular old jazz compositions. So we're going to play one of those. This is a beat I made called Sarcophagus that is now just like a cool kind of mystical ballad kind of thing. So we'll listen to that shortly. And we're going to be wooed and amazed by the sultry ballad stylings of Lucas Winter and Dave Barry. I feel like you guys should do like a duo called like Winterberry, because David's already got a series of albums called Winter Man. So Winterberry would be like that's a new collab. These guys also, they just met today, by the way, at like 3 p.m. today. So give it up for these fellas for putting it together. I'm going to play in Seattle tomorrow and Wednesday. So I'm going to play another show with Lucas on Wednesday at Vermilion Art Gallery. It'll be fun to do the same thing, but then I'm the visitor and he's got all the home turf homies. Anyways, this is Sarcophagus. I said this in the last set. I write short songs, so I don't think I have enough songs for a full for the full length. So I'm going to talk a lot because that's the best way to kill time, right? I don't have anything to say, so we'll just move on. The next song is called "The Alcove." Oh wait, I do have something to say. I wrote this song. Wait, Caspian's gonna. Never mind. Another fantasy book song. That's that's C.S. Lewis. Yeah, Lewis Carroll was the first one. This one's C.S. Lewis, Prince Caspian. This song has no significance other than that it just made me think of like sailing on a ship in a faraway land, some kind of fantasy land. It does. There's a fraternal twin to this song though. There's a song that's on my new record called Narnia, which is also related. They're related. This is part of the same series. The songs kind of play on different rhythmic and harmonic things from each other, but in my weird twisted brain, the connections between those two songs are the connections between those two books. So there you go. The more you know. This is Caspian. "Wow, that song's so cool. Where can you buy it? I wonder if it's available for sale anywhere." For the person who asked, my music is on Bandcamp, and it's on Spotify, and it's on iTunes, and Amazon. You could probably buy it on WatchMojo.com or, I don't know, Cheerios official website. I'm not sure. It's probably like, I don't know where the distro people put that music, but you can find it. This music is a mix. Actually, what you've been listening to is a mix of a lot of music from different albums. I think this was my 17th album. But that last song was from this newest one that came out today. So at the very least, you can be like, oh, I've listened to something that Machado released within the last, day versus like New Year's was when I released the last thing. So lots of music to check out. If you were wondering where it comes from, chances are if it's a song that I've played, it's on a recording somewhere. The next song we're going to do, this is the one that was written for elementary school kids. I was commissioned to write music for Vestal Social Justice Elementary School, and I was just kind of told to write music that I thought the kids would find interesting, and I was like, I don't know if they're going to find jazz interesting, so I'll just kind of write whatever I want. And if they don't like it, it's their problem. They have to go to school. I don't. I'm the boss of them. So this song's called The Alcove. The whole suite was called People, Places, and Things, so every song was a person, a place, or a thing, but none of them exist in real life. They're just a concept. So in this case, it's just the concept of an alcove. I like to think of this, though, as like my James Brown song, because the groove, it's like the Cold Sweat groove. So just think of this as like James Brown in some alternate universe. We've got 2 more songs for you. Please give it up for Andrew Jones on the bass. David Berry on the piano. Lucas in the bleak midwinter winter. Once again, thanks to the 1905 for having me here on my B-Day. Thank you to all of you who came to the show. If you do want to listen to some of this music, like I said, it's online. Also, these gentlemen all have amazing music. Andrew has a project called The Crenshaw, which is insane. Like, he makes my music seem like child's play. Same with Lucas. Lucas's music is insane. David's music is insane in like a lyrical and melodic way that makes it super infectious and unctuous, and I don't know, it's just really satisfying music to listen to. His Winterman CDs, like, just put them on when you're cooking, put them on when you're chilling on the couch, whatever, petting your dog. It's just good stuff, man. I don't know why everyone's looking at me like this. It's like I'm performing. We've got 2 more songs. This next song is called Waxing Waning. It was from my album Journal, which I wrote over the pandemic. Gave a song to every drummer that I liked that was willing to get back to me and work on a track remotely. So this song was for a friend of mine, Remy Morit, who Lucas has played with, lives in Seattle, or lived in Seattle, lives in LA now. Great drummer. And so I'll attempt to do my best at recreating his part and adding my little flair to it. This is Waxing Waning. And it's about the moon. You can clap for that. Okay. All good things must come to an end. So we got one more song for you. I want to thank everyone for coming out, supporting not only me, but the 1905. These gentlemen, I want to give a shout out to Rainey for doing sound. Please give them a warm round of applause. Please give a warm round of applause to the incredible wait and bar staff. And then once again, I'm going to shout out these musicians, these wonderful musicians. That's Andrew Jones on bass. Give it up for him. David Barry on piano. And Lucas Winter on guitar. Another shout out for Lucas, dropping an amazing album later this year. Stay tuned. It's going to be some insane music. It's really hard, and I'm saying that. So it's hard. Last but not least, just a little shop talk. If you do like what you hear and you want to show some appreciation, there's a QR code on your table. If you're watching the live stream, there is a Venmo link and other pay links, I think, for left-door streaming, which you can contribute to. All of that money goes towards the band, especially Lucas, who traveled from Seattle to be here, so we'd really appreciate any gratuity that you have. There's a good old-fashioned tip jar, big old metal bucket over there. If you want to drop some money in there as well, you can also tip the 1905 staff. Another reminder that there is a jam session after this. It starts at 10 o'clock, hosted by Ron Steen. So if you are a musician, you can stay for free if you're playing. And if you're not, you can stay for money if you want to watch. But that'll be going from 10 to midnight. And last but not least, I don't know. So we'll just play this last song. I had something in my head and I forgot it. I'm not as clever as I like to think. This last song is entitled, what's the last song? Igneous, yes. I've gotten 3 hours of sleep today. I cannot remember the set list at all. I've been checking my phone because I wrote it down. Yeah, this is my rock. I like to say sort of my rock tune because it's about a rock, igneous rock. This is also from my album journal. I wrote songs for 25 drummers, and then I wrote a song for myself. It's kind of like the test of like, can I take all these drummers' abilities and like combine them into one song that's kind of challenging, at least at the time. And it was fun. It was a fun exercise. I feel like it totally changed the way I played after hearing all the 25 drummers that I wrote for playing my own compositions, and then it informed the way that I play. So now it's fun to play. This is the first time I'm actually playing it with a live band. I feel like it's just been sitting as like a produced song for a really long time that I did all the parts for. But it's nice to hear it like realize as a full thing. So this is Igneous. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks again, everyone. Unfortunately, if you aren't sticking around for the next set, they're going to kick you out pretty soon. But before they do, I do want to say it is my birthday, and oh, thank you. I only say this because I don't drink. So if you want to buy me a drink, just buy my album. Normally I'm like, it's not my birthday, but since I have an album out today, it's my birthday. Listen to my album, stream it, share it, do all that stuff, please, because it helps me, and it helps these fellas too, because it allows me to have more gainful employment, to employ them, and for them to employ other people that they like to play with. Thank you once again for listening to the music. Thank you to this incredible band for learning this super difficult, crazy music. If you do want to see me at the 1905 again, I'm playing April 15th after Aaron Goldberg. All I'm going to say is it's a totally normal, straight-ahead jazz set, nothing to worry about, no funny business involved at all. So, yeah, April 15th, if you want to see me play standards, the quotes are not for any reason. I promise. I swear. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great night. Get home safely. If you want to stay for the Ronstein Jam. If you want to say hi, I'll just be here packing up, so say what's up. Have a great night.